Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you all so much for tuning into the PHNX Coyotes Podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. I'm Leah, here with Craig. Petey appears to be kidnapped and in a undisclosed location. Where the heck are you right
Petey,
now?
are you being interrogated?
Yeah, I'm not going to say. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you guys do not need to know.
Well, you might be watching this thinking, wait, Leah and Craig, aren't you at the Keep It 100 golf tournament right now at Dobson Ranch? Yes, we are. And we're here. This is pre-recorded in the spirit of full transparency, but we wanted to have a show at our usual time today, and we have a ton of really fun stuff planned. This is the ultimate Friday Fun Day, and the best part about all of it is that Petey has no idea what we have planned.
None.
But how is that different from any other show we do?
Yeah, that is a very fair point because I don't read anything anyway. I have no idea what we're talking about. I just know it's not hockey.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely not hockey.
It's hockey adjacent.
Well, it is.
Hockey adjacent, not quite. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like, buckle up because we're in for a Friday Fun Day. We're gonna talk about the arena. What? How's that fun?
You know what else we're gonna talk about? Relocation. Wow, this is getting off on a bad note, isn't it? But wait,
because listen, we've been talking about the arena for 2 straight weeks. We've heard the relocation rumors from the fans of Quebec City to the fans of Houston, the fans of Salt Lake City, whatever, wherever you
Portland,
are.
Winnipeg, Quebec, Kansas City.
We've heard it all. We've heard every city.
Seattle, Las Vegas. I could keep going. You want me to keep going? Hamilton.
You can keep commenting on our YouTube streams. You can keep tweeting at us. We've heard it all. We've stayed away from talking about relocation, but we're going to talk about it today, but not in the way that you think. Because Sean and Craig and I and Petey, you can give it your 2 cents once you see where we're going with this. We have some unique proposals for relocation. So who wants to start?
I think DP should go first because he did basically all the work for this show. We just showed up.
All right. This was a hard one. There was a lot of options, obviously. But after a lot of consideration, there was only... I narrowed it down to a pretty good list, but there's only one real option. Come on, Buffalo, New York. There's a lot of reasons why. First off, I feel like it's a pretty good middle ground between all of the other rumored relocation cities, between your like Hamilton's, Toronto, second team, Quebec City, London, Montreal, second team, wherever, and then like Kansas City, Houston, Atlanta, like all the relocation cities kind of can converge right on Buffalo. And most importantly, it smells like Cheerios. If you didn't know, there is a General Mills factory in downtown Buffalo, and quite literally on certain days, the entire city will smell like Cheerios. And it's quite honestly the coolest thing ever. And I get that the detractors will say, hey, there's a second team that barely sells their games and currently has the longest playoff drought in the entire NHL. And to which I say, I don't care. My city smells like Cheerios and it's better than yours. There's 276,807 people, which is, I feel like, more than can fit in a hockey arena. So more than can fit in 2 hockey arenas, actually. So it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, why not? Pagula owns 3 teams in the city already. Why not add a 4th?
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Sean. Buffalo getting a second NHL team. What do you think about that?
Predictable, but not sure I'm on board with that.
I think it would be better than Kansas City or Houston or Atlanta. We have an arena at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You going next?
Petey, I would like you to start brainstorming some ideas.
Oh, it's done. I got it.
You ready to go?
I got it. Oh, yeah, of course.
Chime in, buddy.
Go.
Hop in.
Well, I'm gonna follow in Sean's footsteps, and there literally is only one place to put this, and it's Bemidji, Minnesota. And I'll tell you why.
Of course.
Because first of all, it's in the great state of Minnesota, which already would now have an in-state rival with the Minnesota Wild. So we got that covered. You've already got 6 NCAA Division I hockey teams in the state of Minnesota. So you'd have an all-natural feeder program. But one thing that Bemidji has, it has an arena also, and it's very similar to the arena the team is playing in now, the Mullet Arena. They could play at the Robert H. Peters Arena that also seats around 5,000. So it would be no issues in the acclimation to
No issues.
the new arena in Bemidji, right? Well, don't worry about it. There's no airport and you can't get there, but that's a minor point. We'll work around that. And the arena's on a lake, so the views are immaculate. You can skate on the lake, Lake Bemidji, when there is no ice available that day at the Robert H. Peters Arena. You can skate outside. I think the guys would really like getting back to nature. I think the players can hunt and fish. I think the Arizona Coyotes need to move to Bemidji.
Petey, I just came up with another advantage of moving to Bemidji. The population of Bemidji is 15,279. You could literally fit the entire town in an arena. And they'd all have to come every day.
You know what? They would show up, too. So there you go.
Perfect. Perfect. I love it.
All right. And the outdoor game, buddy, could you have the outdoor game there? Yes, please.
Like half the year.
Every day you could play outdoors.
And it's the state of hockey, so it doesn't matter if it's a small town. Like, an NHL team would clearly thrive. Come on.
She'll have to bus. You will have to bus.
All right. Well, I'm going to go next. And, we've heard from a lot of Canadians who believe they want another team. A lot of Quebec City people want another team. There's this idea that it's Canada. They love hockey, so you can put a team anywhere. So in that spirit, I'm proposing Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada. The Northwest Territories do not have an NHL team.
They don't. They get ignored.
And I feel that they deserve one. And why not in the capital of the Northwest Territories, Yellowknife? On the same note, their population, 19,569. Again, perfect size to fill an arena. You have to, assume that some of those are small children. So, if it's a 15,000 seater, those 4,000 can't always make it. Add some scarcity so people want to go. It's also a cold climate, so natural, of course, to have hockey because hockey only works in cold climates, as we've seen, especially in these Stanley Cup playoffs. And in 2014, Environment Canada ranked Yellowknife as having the coldest winter and longest snow cover season of any city in Canada. So there you go. Perfect environment for hockey.
Attractive to free agents.
100%. Who wouldn't want to go? It's a 9.5-hour flight from Phoenix, by the way.
All right.
It is. It's great. It's a great addition to the list, Leah. I like where your head is at.
Well, I think all of your thoughts are adorable in a childlike kind of way. But I think you need to think more global when you think about the NHL. The NHL wants to expand its borders. I dream of, the NHL expanding outside of North America. So I actually have two suggestions today. And Sean, you can put up the first one.
I have two also. I thought we were going to come back around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one do you want first? Do you have a preference?
Istanbul. Okay, what do you like about this? It is Europe's largest city. Look at that population that you can pull from. 15.46 million. You're going to sell out. You might be thinking, well, hockey is not exactly big in Turkey, but it's an emerging market. And listen, in the Middle East, there's a lot of oil money, so you could probably open up that Middle East market. You could probably have a lot of stable ownership groups, provided there's not like a military coup or a revolution. You could have a really stable ownership group. And like I said, it completes the European conference. It spreads you out in Europe. It involves the largest city. And now you've opened up yet another market because Turkey has the unique situation of sitting both in Europe and in Asia because it's on the Straits of Bosporus.
Wow. You really went out there, Craig, with that one. The commute, the flight would be a challenge.
It's also on my bucket list of places I still want to see. So
I mean, perfect.
So selfish reasons again for Craig, a place he wants to visit.
It's all about me.
The Istanbul Turkeys. Because it's kind of like the Buffalo Sabres where their mascot is literally the name of the city. Well, Buffalo puts a buffalo on their jersey. It's the name of the town. You could put Turkey. It'd be the Istanbul Turkeys. I like it.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine? Can you imagine like 20,000 fans doing just that at games?
The rallying cry of a nation, Craig, is with you.
I was not prepared for this. By the way, drop your relocation proposals in the chat, and I will go look at them, I promise. Okay. Sean, did you have another, or should we move back around to me?
You can go back to you.
That needs to become a permanent sound on our show, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, my next proposal, we've heard a lot of rumors. We've heard Hartford is now wanting
Hartford.
a team because who was it? Like the mayor or
The mayor
something was like,
was
I want a team.
oddly, a politician was using the moment to,
Who would have thought? And I
build
thought,
support.
let me find a place that has hockey ties, like
Okay.
a place that one small thread can start a team going there. And it's Anchorage, Alaska. And let me tell you why.
Whoa.
Scott Gomez is from there. And that is my reason. Population, 288,121. Anchorage, much like Yellowknife, it is a cold place. But there's actually quite a few Alaskan-born players. Scott Gomez, Brandon Dubinsky, Matt Carl, Nate Thompson, Phoenix Copley, Jeremy Swayman. I mean, that's a big list of Alaskan-born players. And we look at, our Arizona-born players or Arizona-raised players, and it's a smaller list than the Alaskan list. I got to be honest. So let's keep the wave going and let's expand to Alaska. What do you think?
They also have a Division I hockey program there already.
Perfect.
I mean,
the stepping stones are in place.
Yeah.
Give me Anchorage.
I like it.
All right.
Who's up now?
You.
Is it back to me?
Yeah.
I'm
I
the
don't
only
have
one?
another one. I'm done.
Okay.
Craig has another.
Here's my second choice. And sticking with the global perspective, I don't know if you all knew this, but there's an ulterior motive for the NHL going to Australia and
There
Melbourne.
it is.
This is the start of an Australian division, which could be part of the Asian Conference once we form that, and this truly becomes a global league. Leah has already been to Melbourne. I have not, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I'm hoping we're going to be there when the Coyotes go. The Coyotes go there in September for their training camp. We assume they're going
the
there
Melbourne
for their
Jackals.
training camp. But think about Australia. It's a perfect nation for 6 teams. If you start panning out the cities, you could have Perth, you could have Melbourne, you could have Sydney, you could have Adelaide. You need to say Canberra.
Canberra.
And what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting one city. But there are 6 large cities in Australia that could have NHL teams. And there's also an Australian league already, which I hope we get to take a look at if we go over. So that's my other suggestion. Let's start an Aussie league.
I'm all in.
I think they could save some money too, and we know how this organization likes to save money. So when they're going there for their training camp, they could just stay. They only need a one-way ticket. You could actually save money by moving the team there now.
You don't even have to tell the team. You just announce it after they arrive. Oh, you're not leaving.
We're here.
Yeah.
You're not leaving.
Well, once they get there, they're not going to want to leave. I promise. This has been hilarious. So let us know. Drop them in the comments here on YouTube. Tweet at us at PHNX_Coyotes and let us know in the Discord your proposals for relocation cities and why you think they would make a great city. Wink, wink. The only problem with most of these cities is they don't have Four Peaks beer. And I think that is a huge issue.
I'm going to excuse myself now while you talk about
Yes.
Four Peaks beer because I need to do something.
Okay, yeah, we'll just let Craig walk away for a second. Four Peaks, we talk about them every single day, and that's because they have the best beer. What is happening? Who are you waving to?
That would be the travel guy of the Vegas Golden Knights. They just are. I know it's for transparency. They just finished practice and they're going away on a bus.
I love it.
Sorry, didn't mean to
no,
interrupt
you're
my
totally
Four Peaks.
fine. You're fine. Four Peaks. It's the weekend. What better time to drink Four Peaks and enjoy as the weather heats up as well. They always have a lot of great stuff going on, so you can check out at Four Peaks Brew or at Four Peaks Pub on Instagram to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. Got to be 21 or older to drink Four Peaks, and please drink responsibly. And also for all of our relocation plans, you might be thinking, well, how the heck am I going to watch this team play on TV? Well, I'm sure whatever happens, Fubo TV will have you covered because Fubo has 140 plus live channels of sports shows, movies, and news, plus 1,000 hours of cloud DVR included at no extra charge. The D-backs, we won't talk about what happened on Wednesday, but they are kind of on a hot streak right now, and you can watch the D-backs with Fubo TV on Bally Sports. Use the link in the description to sign up for 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro. All right, here comes surprise for PD number 2. And it's Craig in a beret with literal wine glasses from his house. PD is
Something wrong?
Well, welcome to the bougie portion of the program. Craig is literally opening a bottle of wine with a literal corkscrew right now. This is glass, if you can hear. Like, he literally brought it to the studio wrapped in towels and a cooler.
It's daytime, so I brought a Chardonnay.
Of course. And the reason we are talking about this is because today is the last show Craig will be on for about 3 weeks or so, because Craig is headed across the pond to Europe. So it's time to talk about Craig's trip to Europe. We can also think about what giant breaking news will happen while Craig is on his family vacation.
I got the aerator.
Oh. Petey is like, actually, I have to go. Thank you, Craig.
More through the aerator.
Oh, appreciate it.
So the wine can properly breathe.
I love, like, we're drinking Chardonnay and Sean's drinking Dutch Bros. Over there.
Yeah, because in the name of full transparency, it is 10:24 in the morning.
You know, HK, as they would say. Well, Craig.
HK. It's time. I bet you over in Europe where Craig's
Leah?
going, it's time. That is unreal.
I know that you have studied abroad, so you understand the significance of this trip to my family and to me. So.
I have. Especially PD's mug that he bought me says, I'm bougie. I studied abroad. I needed to break it out for this segment. But
So cheers to my family and cheers to world travelers.
Cheers. And, you know, PD, Craig and I, we're very well traveled. We thought, well, let's put together a map of all the places the three of us have been. So we did this without asking you. And here is a map of everywhere that Craig and I have been in Europe and everywhere Petey's been. And if you're watching on YouTube, you might be seeing a lot of Craig and Leah pins. But where's the Petey pin? Oh, it's in Prague. The only place that we know Petey has been.
It's probably not even accurate,
Europe,
but we
just thought it was
we had to
funny.
dramatize it. So
we just had to go
It
with
is literally
the bouginess.
It's like an episode of Where's Waldo. It's can you find Petey anywhere on this map? And you are correct. I actually went to Latvia, so I don't know if that technically qualifies, but it was on the same Prague trip. I have been nowhere. I've literally done nothing. That is my life. But I'll be fine. I'll be on the couch, and if I need to see him, I have the internet and I have Google if I want to see Italy. It's all there.
The real reason Petey hasn't been to like Spain is because they eat dinner at like 8 or 9 p.m. there.
Yeah.
And that's way past his
He's
bedtime.
in bed.
Yeah.
No.
But they do have siesta, which I can get behind. But Craig, we're going to miss you for the next few weeks. So why don't you tell us where it is you're going with your family? This is really exciting.
Yeah,
actually.
the cool side of this is my daughter, Erin, graduates from high school tonight. We'll have a ceremony outdoors in the Arizona heat. But I'm not going to complain. My daughter's graduating from high school, so this is a gift of sorts, but obviously it's a gift that everybody's going to enjoy. So it's kind of the family trip of a lifetime. We're flying into Paris. We'll be in Heidelberg, Grindelwald, which is this tiny town way up high in the Swiss Alps.
Was that where Harry Potter went?
I was like, Grindelwald is literally a character in Harry Potter.
We're going to Milan, to Nice, and then on our way home, we're going to Dublin because my bougie wife, Tara, will be beginning a 3-week program that she teaches for ASU. So my wife is summering in Europe this year, but it's going to be an unbelievable trip. Our kids have never been out of North America, so this is going to be an unbelievable experience. We're really looking forward to it.
And shout out
Are you
the
going to be back
State
in time
Department.
Are you back in time for the draft? That's all I really
Of course. Well, I mean, I say that, but like
Craig's
state of
flying.
commercial airline industry, I have no idea. I mean, I could be stranded somewhere. Who knows?
Oh man. And shout out the State Department because you had a scare with your daughter's passport.
My daughter's a first-time passport owner, and because she had just become an adult, 18, it's a much bigger deal. Like for younger kids, it wasn't an issue at all, but because she just turned 18, they sent us an email maybe a week out. Was it? I think it was a week out saying there are issues with the application. We're like, oh great, we're not going to have a
And what
passport.
day do you leave? Sunday?
We leave Monday.
Oh, Monday. Okay.
But my wife was, I'll call it persistent with the State Department, and we received the passport yesterday. So we are good to go. Really looking forward to it. I'll miss y'all, but as you'll find out in the mailbag, we have lots of plans while I'm gone. You won't miss me at all. There's going to be some great guests. Petey and Leah will be here. Sean will be here. It's nice to have a team to lean on. Like when I go on vacation, When I have gone on vacation in the past, everybody knows some major Coyote story is going to break. It happens to me every damn summer. This summer, I don't have to worry about it because Leah's here, Petey's here, and Sean's here. And that is one of the many reasons that I came to join PHNX.
So when the Coyotes announced that they found their home and there's shovels in the ground, Petey and I will do a breaking emergency podcast.
There you go.
So there you have it.
All I can do is picture, and that's going to happen, by the way. It will happen. That's actually probably the best news the Coyotes have heard all day is Craig's going on vacation, so they know good things are going to happen and stuff will start moving. But all I picture, Leah, is you and I staying up 10 to midnight working these hard shows, and Craig is just sitting there on the Champs-Elysees with his wine and his beret.
To you, Petey. To you.
He'll be sending the wine back. No, take it away. It's just going to be... It's gonna be awful. I want to, Craig. You have to check in with the digital diary.
Yeah, you have to send
vacation.
us daily updates.
I'll have my daughter record it.
Craig.
Yep.
Bougie Craig and the digital diary.
I
can't wait.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I love that
excited
idea.
for it.
Postcards from Europe.
And I will say, from our show perspective, it is. We've said this before when Craig has been either out reporting or doing things traveling. That for Leah and I, it's almost like when the parents go away and we get to just do like maybe off the rails silly stuff. I have a feeling there's going to be some of that over the next few weeks.
Yes, but we also do have some guests booked that we're really excited about. We're going to continue to talk to prospect experts. Craig Button will be on our show to talk about the draft while Craig is away. So lots of fun stuff planned still. Really looking forward.
But that's Craig. Craig planned those, right? Craig planned and scheduled those interviews.
Yep.
It's like when the parents leave and Aunt Betty is coming by to visit. It's to make sure everything stays like on the right track and everything is fine. So like Craig Button is like Aunt Betty, just checking in to make sure you haven't stolen the Crystal Fabergé.
More than you know, actually, he's checked out. See, you went to the Fabergé egg again. Nobody gets that.
I did.
A few people do.
I did. Somebody gets it.
Yeah.
Somebody gets it in the
somebody
chat.
gets it.
Oh man. Well, that's what's so great about PHNX Coyotes. And if you want to support us, you can become a diehard at gophnx.com. Lots of perks: 20% off merchandise, 20% off events, including our trip to Nashville, which is almost sold out, by the way. This is going to be so much fun. June 27th to 29th. We're just about a month out at this point. We're going to do a pontoon boat, a winery tour, live shows, meetups, going out on Broadway. And that's like a lot of what I'm saying is not even included in the tickets. That's just a bonus for coming to Nashville with us. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you to everybody who's bought tickets so far. And they are still available. There's just a handful. So if you want to go or you want to send them to your friends or family so they can come with, we would love to have you. We have a thread going in the Discord for planning. So if you're not in the Discord, you want to get in there, join it and become a diehard. So you can have access to that and 20% off events. So looking forward to it.
One more thing, Leah, about Nashville, and I just want to throw this out there because during these playoffs, all of the people that are here will also be there. So when you're walking around the streets of Nashville, and this is no joke, it will become a hockey town. You're going to see all of the top prospects just wandering around the streets. You're going to see every NHL coach, general manager, and because the award show is also there in Nashville, you are going to see some of the top players that are up for awards in the National Hockey League just wandering around the streets of Nashville. You cannot walk a block in Nashville during that time frame without bumping into somebody that's involved in the world of hockey. I'm not kidding. Hockey people will be everywhere. And you go, oh my God, that's him. And that's him.
Yeah.
We literally saw Gary Bettman on the street in Montreal by himself, like us just alone. Like
lost in thought.
Yeah, we were like on a side street. Nobody else was there. It was just me, Craig, Jacob, and then Gary Bettman on the street. So wild.
Yeah, it literally is. And I've said this to people, and that's what I love about the NHL draft more than any other sport. Literally the entire hockey world descends on a city for the draft. It is an event. It is really cool to attend this event. You may, even when your team is picking 25th in the draft, it's still worth attending. There's from a reporter standpoint, there's so much content. There's so many great stories. There's so many relationships that you can rekindle or develop. It's an amazing event. I really, really recommend it. I know this is a big commitment for y'all, but come, because you will have a blast. It is a really, really cool event. I think it's well worth your while.
Absolutely. So join us in Nashville. Really looking forward to it. As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm wearing my Illegal Pete's t-shirt, which I love. They actually sell shirts at Illegal Pete's, and some of them are fabulous. So check that out. But also check out their margs and queso, as I always say. And I got a little inside scoop from the Illegal Pete's people.
Oh yeah, yesterday. That's right.
From 3 to 8 p.m. today, Friday. Happy hour.
Extended happy hour.
3 to 8 p.m. This Friday. So stop in Tucson or Tempe locations for a house beer bucket for you and the whole crew. 5 pints for $15. Soak up the sun with a loaded burrito and crisp beer on the patio. They also just introduced a new spicy margarita, which I love a spicy margarita and I need to go try. And if anybody else gets there before me to try it and let me know. But definitely check out Illegal Pete's. It's your go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beer. All right, wrapping up our usual weekend binge segment. Who wants to start?
We got Petey. You're all about the playoffs right now, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen much other than hockey, and I think I said this on this. Did I tell you this on this show that I actually? When I stopped at the airport in Phoenix before I took off to start this playoffs, I actually bought a book, like a page, like a real, like, I want to say brick and mortar, but I know it's not a thing. Like a book, like it's got pages and ink. I haven't done that because I forgot they made them. I thought it was just all on TV now. So I have been watching hockey and reading books. I have not turned on my TV in 4 days now.
Wow.
So I got
is it a good book?
I literally have nothing.
What's the book?
It's CJ Box. It's CJ Box. I honestly can't tell you the title, but it's about he's up in Montana and he found a dead body and it's really good and it's like a mystery. So it's good.
Okay.
We can
don't
binge.
know the name.
Weekend binge can be books, by the way. Like I have binge read books.
I'm taking books to Europe, so yeah, I get that.
Are you?
But yeah, I am. You know what? I watched this show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and the final season. This is the final season of it, and it started out really strong. I gotta say, the last 2 episodes,
not so good.
Not good at all. Like there was an episode with Hank Azaria 2 episodes ago where we literally watched the entire episode. Like, what is the purpose of this? It was bad writing. It
sucks.
Didn't do anything with the story. It was like horrible stereotypes of people. It was awful. It was awful. So I'm very disappointed. I hope they come back to it. I hope they get strong again. But I am also, after being browbeaten by enough people, I'm starting to watch Succession.
Yes, let's go.
I gotta admit, like when I first watched it, I was like, "Oh, this just feels like daytime or nighttime soap opera." It felt like overacted and overly dramatic. Or people are like, "Give it a chance; it gets so good." And so I'm doing it.
And one thing you have to know about Succession is it's drama, but Will Ferrell is one of the producers, and it's like commentary. It's like social commentary. It's a little bit humorous. Also, I love it, and that was going to be mine because the series finale is this Sunday, and I believe it's an hour and a half.
Wait, series? This is it? Done?
4 seasons done.
Wow.
Which I like.
I guess I'm coming in at the right time.
Yeah, you
can
are.
watch the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. So series finale of Succession this Sunday. Cannot wait. This season has been outstanding. And then series finale of Ted Lasso next week. I'm so sad. I literally love Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
I've been loving this season. I cried watching it this week. I think I've cried watching like every episode this season, but like not in a like, oh, I'm so upset, but just like it's so, I don't know, poignant is like the word that I want to say with it. So those are my 2. And then I've been sticking with Silo. Didn't love last week's, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna stick with it. And I've also been reading, but nothing to recommend. Kind of 3 stars for me on my books. Sean, got anything?
Leah?
What?
I want to say something tying on to Succession and hockey. I saw a tweet that you forwarded.
Oh my God.
Or quoted or whatever. So if you do watch Succession, the oldest son,
Connor Roy,
handed out the trophy last night at the Eastern Conference champion Florida Panthers. And if you know, because it was his doppelganger on the ice because Gary Bettman and Bill Daly were not available to hand out the award, so they brought someone else in, and they decided on Connor Roy.
It was one of
it really was.
It was one of the best tweets I saw all night. It was so funny.
I can't even remember. Did they? Is it Bettman or Daly that usually hands it out?
It's usually daily, isn't it?
Well,
it's usually daily. But
It's usually daily, and
I can tell you where the league was yesterday.
Oh.
They were in a meeting with the
On
NHLPA.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Yeah. On Wednesday. Sorry.
On Wednesday, 2 days ago. Yep.
2 days ago. Yeah. They were in a
lot
meeting with the
going on
NHLPA.
there. Yep.
Among the topics, the Arizona Coyotes.
No. And all their complaints.
No.
Ay.
Literally was not on the docket at all.
Can I say something about that? Totally an aside. Totally an aside,
Yes.
and I'm sorry I'm going down this road. I do know a lot of travel people that work for other teams. Just to be really clear, the Coyotes stay at the same hotels as every other team in the league.
Thank you.
They're not like they're at these small roadside hotels and everybody's out these lush. They stay at the same hotels as every other team. They're playing. They share the plane company with other teams in the National Hockey League. So the travel things you're hearing are 100% absolutely untrue. Okay, had to say it.
And when we had Eddie Lack on our show on Tuesday before we went live, we were just chatting about all that. And Eddie Lack said, NHL players complain all the time.
That's the other context that was lacking from that initial report from the New York Post. The PA fields complaints from every team. I don't know what the number is. They don't release that. And it's possible the Coyotes had more. I would guess the Coyotes had more because of the situation they were in this year. 20 of the first 24 on the road, playing at Mullet, offsite training at the Ice Den. But again, there were no CBA violations. And the NHLPA, which rarely comments, made a point of getting back to me because they wanted to set the record straight on that. There were no CBA violations. Sorry, that was bad reporting.
All right, Sean, Weekend Binge.
I don't think I have anything.
Red Sox D-backs.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Red Sox D-backs. It's a big weekend for the boy. It's a big personal
Your
investment.
two favorite teams.
Yeah, my
facing
childhood
off.
favorite baseball team and my current favorite baseball team. I have no idea how I'm going to feel, so I plan on being there. And of course, it's not really. I'm not watching it. I'm more playing in it. But the Keep It 100 golf tournament
that is happening right now.
That's right.
That's where we are.
Tonight is the Dollar Beer Night at the
Dollar
Rising.
Beer Night, Phoenix Rising. So
That's
out.
my big thing for tonight.
Yeah.
No D-backs tonight. I am very much
Love it.
looking forward to a Dollar Beer Night. My first one ever.
Love it. Lots of things you can do this weekend. Like we said, Dollar Beer Night, D-backs, or if you want to stay inside, you can check out Octane Raceway and Mavericks.
You could come to the international terminal at Sky Harbor and wave us off if you want as well. Cheers.
Or you can go to Octane Raceway and Mavericks because they always have a ton of fun stuff going on, especially as it gets really hot. Sometimes it's hard to come up. Oh, that I'm not drinking fast enough. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to come up with activities to do that are fun for the family, fun for anyone, and air conditioned. But that's what's great about Octane Raceway and Mavericks. And starting May 30th, they have a summer engineering camp for kids ages 7 to 15 for engineering with kids. And also starting May 30th, free bowling all summer for children 15 and under. So just a ton of great stuff going on at Octane Raceway and Mavericks. Book some fun this spring. Kart racing, virtual reality, laser tag, axe throwing, bowling, arcade, great food and drinks, tons of different events throughout the summer. You can check out octaneraceway.com and mavericks.com to learn more. And lastly, if you want to do what Sean does, take an OGs before you go to a sporting event that you are watching as a fan. You can check out OGs. They have unbelievable flavors. They have something for everyone. And they have mixed bags now. I haven't mentioned this. The fruits and the creams, watermelon, red apple, peach. That's the fruits, the creams, blackberry and cream, orange creamsicle, and peaches and cream. And a new flavor coming June 21st, pink lemonade. So just always evolving their flavors, always evolving their gummies, and they are absolutely delicious and wonderful. So you can check out OGs online at ogsbrands.com and on Instagram at ogsbrands. You can find their products at your local dispensary. You got to be 21 or older to purchase. Anything else before we wrap this up?
I will see you all in 3 weeks. Thanks for carrying the mail.
We got you, Craig. Enjoy. I really hope you don't have to think about anything. PD is in a basement still.
We just missed, and I should have, if I would have been more prepared, we could have done, I just saw Phil Kessel. We just
no
walked by,
way.
Walking and talking. Yep. Phil the Thrill just walked by. Aiden Hill just walked by, and I was not prepared with my walking and talking script, so we missed an opportunity there. That's on me. Oh, well. I don't think Phil would have talked to us.
Yeah, probably not.
Right.
Probably not. Well, everybody, enjoy your long weekend. It is a long weekend, but we will still be here Monday. PD and I now holding down the baton has been passed. If this glass of wine is the baton, it is passed to me and PD to cover the ground for the next 3 weeks. And we hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Will you be tweeting any photos from your trip?
Probably.
So you can follow along Craig's trip at Craig S. Morgan, and then you can follow me and PD at S. Peters Hockey, at Leah Merrill, follow Sean at Sean_DePaz, follow the show at PHNX_Coyotes, and subscribe to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. We're here 5 days a week, no matter what. And like we said, we have a lot of fun stuff planned. But everybody, enjoy the rest of your Friday, enjoy your long weekend, and we will see you all on Monday.
Au revoir.